So in today's video, I'm going to take a road trip with a friend of mine, and we are going to look for some fall colors and some for historic buildings and barns and what have you here in Tennessee. And I'm mainly bringing the Z8 and the 70-200 to test it out to see how well I like it. This is not going to be a comprehensive review, so if that's what you're looking for, you might as well go ahead and click off the video right now. What this is going to be is a shooting day, real life scenario, me out using the 70-200 FL-ED VR with the FTZ adapter on my Nikon Z8, okay? And I'm going to show you the photographs that I take today in the video so you can see how well the lens performs on the Nikon Z8. Good morning, it's Ron. Today is near the end of fall leaf peeping season, and I decided to come for a drive in the country to see what I could find. Now my goal was, my goal was to find some old buildings and some barns to photograph today. But I've been driving around down in southern Tennessee County. I've already found 3 nice barns, structures to take photographs of. But I was on my way to locate a 4th barn when I started down this road coming this direction, and I came across this clearing, this opening. And right over there against the wood line, as you can see, we got some really good detail in the clouds, are some trees, a clump of trees with some good color. And I stopped here to take some photographs of those. And I was really interested in what that looked like, and I'm going to show that to you in the video right now. So this is probably about the last weekend that I will be able to do any fall color photography, as it's fast approaching peak in my area of Tennessee. The camera I brought today, I actually brought 2 today. I brought my Z8 with the 70-200 FL-ED VR lens, okay, for telephoto shots. And then I brought my D7100 with a 10-20 DX lens on there. And really what I'm doing today is I'm really giving the Z8 and the 70-200 a workout. And I'm going to show you some of those photographs throughout this video. And then at the end of this video, I'm going to give you my opinion on what I think about the 70-200 f2.8 FL-ED VR lens. So continuing our countryside drive for fall foliage, okay, we came across this barn right here. Now, it's really a simple barn. There's nothing of interest to it. There's no doors or windows on this side of the barn. I'm sure there is on the other side, but we're not going to walk around out somebody's field. But there's some interesting color around the barn, and we were able to capture some photographs of that. Now here's an interesting little tidbit, and I'm not too sure if it has anything to do with this or not, but we are under some high tension power lines, and my tripod was set up with the Really Right Stuff BH55 ball head on it. And when I touched the adjustment knob, I felt this tingling sensation in my fingers. So what do? I touch it again, and it was still tingly. Now I was afraid to touch it anymore. So I was also afraid that my camera was going to fry, maybe from a magnetic anomaly being under these power lines right here. I don't know. I've never stopped under some power lines like this before, but that was the only way that I could capture this scene right here. Totally weird. Okay, really weird. Almost sat on my case. anyways, we're going to continue our drive down the road and see if we can find anything more. So what I did is I forgot to tell you, I was using the Z8 again with the 70 to 200 f2.8 lens. I was shooting on f11 and my shutter speed was about 1/60th of a second. I had a circular polarizer on the front of it to try to coax some of the colors out of the leaves and the trees. So we've been driving around the back roads of Tennessee on our fall color excursion, and we've been following some landmarks that we found out about on the internet. And one of them is right here. I'm going to show it to you in the video. This here is the Henley Mill Bridge. Now it's close to traffic, okay, but you can walk over here to it, and you can actually walk across it. Now this is on the historical registry, and it says right here at the top of the bridge that it was built in 1884. But I'm going to show you right here the bridge itself, okay? So we actually set up and photographed this bridge. We were going to go down to the lower section there, but it didn't look as good from below. So we made a few photographs of it, and I will show those to you in the video right now. So this photographic trip is a little different from me, okay? We somewhat planned the trip by looking on the internet, but really never been down in this area before. And we decided just to come down and try to find some of these historical places that are still left in Tennessee with the fall foliage colors. So far it's been a really good day. We've seen a lot of interesting things. And the Z8 with the 70 to 200 f2.8 FLEDBR has been performing very well. So driving around, you never know what you're going to find, and we were looking for another bridge, and this one's called the it's called the Sevi Creek Bridge, but it's not as picturesque as the other bridge we were just at, the Henley Mill Bridge. This one here is in the woods, and it's got trees growing all around it. It's obviously not been used in quite some time, if you can see it in there. We're looking around now to see if there's a photograph to be made of this old bridge or not, okay? So we're gonna check that out and see if a photograph can be made of it. Looks like there's a path down here to the creek edge, and that's what we're going to do right now. Just kind of look at it. Is there a picture down there?
Well, you can get the water with a portion of the bridge and some fall colors on the other side from here. But there's, it's like maybe, well, you have to like,
How about if he's on top of the concrete bridge?
I'm not sure, I thought there was, well, maybe if you got low.
Low, yeah.
Low up there, you know.
Oh, like right on the handrail or something?
Or
Let's just,
support the pylon, whatever it's called, right there.
yeah.
Because then you would be looking that way. But you'd have to-
So the old bridge structure is right over here. You can see it buried in the woods. The decking's gone, obviously, and I don't know. What's nice is that reflection in that water under the bridge from right here. There's a reflection of color in there. I guess you could do an isolation shot of the bridge.
Yes.
Anyways, I think I'm gonna go get a camera. Okay, we didn't bring our cameras down because we investigated it first. But I'm gonna, which way do we come down? That way?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back up and get a camera. I think this one here is gonna be a wide angle lens shot, possibly with a polarizer, maybe not, because in the water is reflections of color coming from under the bridge. So we're gonna go down there and set up and take a picture. We're here, we might as well take a picture of it. Okay, we came down underneath the bridge, okay? So I had to come back up to the pickup truck and move it. We were blocking the mailbox at this driveway and didn't even realize it. So the mail lady honked at me. She was cool. It's raining. Better hurry what we're doing. Get out of here. Yeah, she was cool. Yeah, one more time. I think I'm finished. Yeah, definitely finished.
Yeah.
So we finished up the fall foliage road trip and we made one more stop here in Grassy Cove, which is a favorite haunt of mine. I like to come down here in the fall. But you know, I always seem to miss the fall colors here. I always seem to come too late. And I think I'm too late again. But I did take some photographs here with the Nikon Z8 and the 70-200. And I will show that in the video right now. So that's going to conclude my fall foliage road trip today, October the 26th, 2024. And I hope you got some use and enjoyment out of the video. And if you did, if you don't mind, go ahead and click the thumbs up like on it, give it a like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of my videos. My name is Ron Durant. I live in East Tennessee, and I am a photographer. I'll talk to y'all later now. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to give you my final assessment on the Nikon 70-200 FL ED VR f2.8e, that's a mouthful, lens on my Nikon Z8, okay? First I want to say this, there's a couple things if you're going to buy this lens that I would suggest you do. The foot that comes with this lens is a flat foot. You'll have to add a plate to it. But here's what I found out by doing some research. The Leofoto NF-01 is available on Amazon for $39.95. Now I had that foot already on my 500 PF. And what I found out is the 500 PF has the same mounting for a foot that this lens does. So I was able to move this foot, this Leofoto NF-01 onto the 70-200 lens and use it like that. That's what I suggest you do if you're going to buy this lens, or even the Nikon 500 PF. The foot fits on both of them, okay? It's pretty miraculous I have both of those lenses. Just a rundown of the specs on this thing. It takes 77mm filter threads, which is fantastic to me because my 24-120 Z lens takes 77mm. And I think I have something else. Let me think here for a minute. Anyways, I can use the 77mm ring on, which is a standard size really. I have 82mm with step down rings, Case Wolverine filters that I use. So I used them today on this lens, works great, okay. The minimum focus distance on this is 3.61 feet or 1.1 meters. Now, for a 70-200, I guess, you know, that's macro-like, okay? I don't know, I haven't really done that kind of shooting yet with it to see what it would do. But keep in mind, 3.61 feet is probably a little longer than my arm length. I got a 36-inch arm, so you could like measure your arm and determine by, like that how far away you are from something, and you don't have to carry a tape measure around with you all the time. It weighs 3 pounds, 2.5 ounces, or 1,430 grams. Now, you know, I don't know if you call that a light lens. I did have the opportunity to use the 70-200 Z lens, and it seemed to me like it was bigger and heavier, okay, than this lens here. The VR supposedly is 4 stops, okay, on this, which is pretty good if you ask me. It will take a teleconverter. It'll take a TC14E, E2, or E3. It will take a TC17E2 only, or a TC20E, E2, or E3. Now, I have not been able to find any TC17s out there except on the used market, so I don't think I'm going to buy a teleconverter for it, okay, just because that's not what I bought it for. I have the Z-mount 180-600 for my wildlife stuff, so anyways, this is a full frame lens. So the reason why I bought it, okay, over the Z-mount 70-200, the main reason, I have a D500 and I have a D7100. I wanted a versatile lens that I could use on both kind of bodies, the F bodies and the Z bodies. After doing some research on this lens and using it yesterday and today, okay, with my photography, I am very pleased with this lens, okay. I think it's a win. I think if you're looking for a 70-200 and you do have DSLRs and mirrorless Nikons, you might want to consider this lens over the Z-mount lens. I'm just saying. The only thing that I've heard people gripe about, and I do have a little bit of a pet peeve about this, they've reversed the zoom ring and the focus ring. The zoom ring is now on the outside of the lens. So, for example, yesterday it was cloudy out and I had the lens hood with me, but I had it turned around like it is now, and it was very difficult for me to get into the zoom ring behind this. I would have had to take this lens hood all the way off to make that happen. It's just a small pet peeve. I was able to put my thumb there like that and move it like that, meaning that the lens hood has pedals on it and it's not smooth all the way around. So it was just a minor inconvenience, okay? And one more thing to mention about the Leo Photo mount, it has the QD connector on it, okay? It has a 1/4 thread, it has the 3/8, what is that, 16 thread, but it also has a QD connector on it. So for $39.95, to me, that's a pretty good bargain on there. And I've got it sitting right here on my Robus tripod, my RC 5570 heavy duty with the really right stuff Pano BH55 ball head on it. That's a mouthful. And I used it yesterday. Those photographs you've seen in the video were from this setup yesterday, just like this, okay? Anyways, I hope you got some use out of that. That's my take on the Nikon 70-200 VR, FL, EDVR, f2.8 E lens, okay? My name's Rod Durant. I am a photographer here in East Tennessee, and I hope you enjoyed this video and my little bit of review on here. We'll talk to y'all later now. Bye-bye.